Hello, my viewers and my subscribers. I thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry about the last live video. Um, my son was crying in the back, so I brought him in the front and I said, let's do a live video. And that wasn't a good idea because there were some points that I needed to make that I forgot to make. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about politics within the unit. Every other week I receive an email regarding a complaint about the different politics within the unit, right? So I just want to talk a little bit about that today. All right, again, I'm sorry about that last live video. I deleted it, so I am going back at it regarding the politics within the unit. So two types of politics that I notice within the dialysis unit is bullying. Okay, that could be from a nurse, a tech, a patient, or a manager. All right, I had all four happen to me at some point of my dialysis technician career. All right, and it was crazy. It was really crazy. The second thing is incorrect authority. All right, so it could be maybe a tech that is telling a nurse, hey, you're going to put on all of my patients and put everybody else's patients on last. All right. So, and it goes a little bit deeper, but I don't want to go too deep. But really, those are the main two things that I have seen and experienced. All right. And it's no fun. Politics in the unit are never fun. Okay. Politics on any job is never fun. All right. But regarding the bullying, let's start with that first. Regarding the bullying, okay, I found that because of my mouth, I opened myself up to a lot of disaster. When I open my mouth and when I tell my business and all of that, it opened me to a lot of problems, a lot of disaster. I became a technician in 2007. All right, not a technician, I'm sorry, an assistant, dialysis assistant in 07. And I was fresh from Georgia. My parents are Brooklyn born, but they raised me and my brother and as well as my sister in Atlanta for 20 something years. Then they moved back to New York and I followed them a year later back to New York. So anyway, I was very trusting. I trusted too much in people. I told too much of my business. All right. And so because of telling too much of my business and opening up my mouth bad about myself, I had low self-esteem and all of that. Because of that, I opened myself up to disaster after disaster. All right. So, for instance, I had this one particular person. I would talk, something bad about myself. Let's just say, for instance, an example, I need to lose weight. All right. So maybe one of the EMTs come into the unit and they pass me and they say, hey, you look nice today. How you doing? And that person I told that to hears it. All right. So that person opens up their mouth and say, why would you ever tell her that she look good? She don't look good. She's fat. She need to lose weight. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I opened myself up to be attacked time after time with my mouth, even low self-esteem, blah, blah, blah. That's a thing that opened me up to the bullying within the unit. All right. So what I would tell you is keep a leash on that mouth. All right. Keep a leash on your mouth. Do not be telling all of your business. Somebody said, hey girl, how you doing? I want to know, are you married? Or you got kids? How many kids you got? Oh, I have a family. But I prefer to keep, that kind of personal. I prefer to mainly talk about what's going on within the unit. I prefer to keep everything else kind of personal. But I prefer, maybe we could talk about something else. Okay, because I noticed every little thing I said out of my mouth, even the fact that I had kids, I did this, I have a car, was used against me negatively. You want to calm down the bullying or whatever in the unit, don't speak bad about yourself and don't talk about your business. All right. So the next thing is incorrect authority. Like I said, I have been in situations where someone of lesser authority is giving directives to the person that is in authority. Okay, it could be a tech telling a nurse what to do, or a nurse telling the clinical manager what to do and what not to do, and what they ain't having, and how if something doesn't change, drama will ensue. And the reason in these situations I've seen and I've been in, okay, like I said, when I told my business to, I call these kinds of people that ask your business to attack you, I call them Jezebel bullies. Okay, that when I find that when this happens, where someone is being bullied around that is in higher authority, I find that they have shared something very personal with the person that is bullying them, and they don't want it to be exposed. And so they continue to be harassed. In many cases, not all right? Excuse me. In many cases, not all right? Um, I, hold on, there was another point I wanted to bring out. All right. My major tip in terms of combating a toxic environment and dealing with Jezebel bullies, dealing with other personalities that are unfriendly, is to just say hello and bye. Okay, good morning, good morning. And then when you're leaving, goodbye, goodbye. Unless they want to talk to you about, maybe something regarding your patients or something unit related. It's hello and goodbye. All right? Take your breaks outside. Do not take your breaks in the lounge, okay? Because that is setting yourself up to spread your business and spread gossip, okay? And people that gossip about others will gossip about you. And I've learned that, and I'm still learning that, okay? Never unload your heart. Maybe you had a really bad morning already, okay? You had a really stressful morning already. And maybe a tech did something to you, a nurse, or maybe a manager had a bad day and said something to you, or maybe a patient started to do something. Do not unload all of the contents of your heart to anyone on the job. Because sometimes our hearts get so full that we are looking to release that tension. And I'm telling you, when you unload all the contents of your heart, sometimes you can end up unloading some things that you should have really kept personal, okay? Or maybe you may slip up and say something that you should not say. Okay, so never unload your heart in the dialysis unit. And any job, really any job. And like I said, don't tell your business, okay? Um, if you're in a unit where you're dealing with authority that is bullying you and that's very toxic and that's making your life a living hell, what you need to do is you need to keep a journal of unfair treatment. Okay, keep a journal. Write it down. This day, this happened to me. That day, this happened to me. And make sure it has a lock. Okay, make sure it has a lock. Double lock your locker. I have been in situations where people have been complaining that their stuff has been stolen. I'm like, who could be the thief up in this place? Who could be the thief? It's just so weird because I remember someone was saying that something was missing and their locker got broken into, and I was like, what? That's insane. Get two locks for your locker, okay? Get two locks for your locker if you're going to be leaving that journal in your locker. Okay, put it somewhere where no one can reach it. All right, but keep a journal of unfair treatment. Last but not least, look for another unit and transfer. Okay, look for another unit and transfer ASAP. Okay, especially if management is not on your side or they are the ones with the politics. You really need to transfer from that unit as soon as possible and in a nice way. Don't go all ghetto and nasty, okay? I could tell you when I had resigned, I was so angry. That was years ago before I was asked to come back. But when I did resign, was it 2011? I think it was 2011, I think I resigned, or 2010. I was really angry. I let anger get the best of me, and I was ghetto fabulous, okay? I was crazy when I had that situation with a person in authority that was doing some wrong stuff. I was crazy. All right. So I have a video about that. It's called Help Me, I Got Fired, something like that. You can look at that story about what I went through regarding that authority and how I came back to my job, how I was asked to come back to my job. So God made a way in that situation. But all I could tell you is when you're about to transfer, make sure you are as calm as possible. Make sure that you are stable mentally. Just say, hey, can I have a transfer? Or can I have a transfer form? Why you want to transfer? Well, just say, I just find that unit to be, a better environment, or, the hours are better there. You know what I'm saying? Give them a great excuse. But anyway, like I said, when you're dealing with politics, do not open your mouth about yourself in a bad way. Okay? Don't talk about other people. I know this particular lady. Okay? I'm telling you the truth. I never ever seen her have a problem at all. I never seen her have an issue in the dialysis unit because she said, hello, everybody. And then when it was time to leave, she said, bye. That's it. She never, ever got involved in all of this stuff out here. Okay? She never did. All right? So that's my major tip. Don't get involved. Keep your business to yourself. I'm telling you. Call a trusted friend. Take your breaks outside. Don't even be by the nurse's station. Please be in your own pod. Be in your own section. Do not even stand by the nurse's section, just playing on the computer or just standing around. You know what I'm saying? Just please don't. Just stay in your section. Mind your business. Don't worry about nobody else. And do you. And you would see that a lot of people involved in those politics will just leave on their own. Okay? They will end up leaving on their own. And I have seen it. They have just ended up leaving on their own. So, guys, anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. And again, check out my book, The Wisdom Secret Diary of a Dialysis Technician. It talks about different stories relating to politics, relating to situations within the dialysis unit, and the wisdom behind it, how to deal with it. All right, that's a good book. All right, my grandmother even loved reading it. All right, so you can learn a lot about how to handle different situations by reading that book. Okay, so The Wisdom Secret Diary of a Dialysis Technician, it's available on Amazon right now. Okay, and I have my other book, which is Expert Tips on Becoming a Dialysis Technician. That's really geared for those who are new, who want to get into the dialysis field. Those of you who have been in the dialysis field but want to brush up your skills in terms of putting patients on and off effectively within a good time frame and not it taking forever for you to put on someone and take someone off. I also have tactics on handling bleeding in there. It's so many different topics. So anyway, check those two books out on Amazon. And if you have not joined my dialysis group, it's only for dialysis staff, all right? Join that group. I put the links below. I also have a separate channel for individuals on dialysis, all right? I have two videos there right now, and I have more to come, all right? So thank you for viewing this video. I have a new thing now where if you have a question that you want answered and you want to go anonymously, you can email me, or if you're on my in my Facebook group, you can find my name and send me a message, and I will post that question in the group so that all of the teammates can answer it. All right? So, anyway, you have a blessed day. Bye.